Hello, everybody. Welcome to our weekly astrology podcast. Here we discuss the planets, their locations, and how they affect all of us for this given week. We briefly discuss the planetary placements for the week, along with a relevant review of the basics. Geminis, stick around to the end for Gemini specific information. This week, May 12th through May 18th of 2024. We start this week with the Sun in Taurus in the fourth house and the Moon in Cancer in the seventh house. And thank God we got rid of Aries in every single house on the freaking chart because boy, did it cause some havoc last week, didn't it? Anyhow, here's how we start this week. We have the Sun in Taurus in the fourth house. 'Tis Taurus season. The Moon in Cancer in the seventh house. Mercury in Aries in the third house. Venus in Taurus in the fourth house. Mars in Aries in the third house. Jupiter in Taurus in the fourth house. Saturn in Pisces in the second house. Uranus in Taurus in the fourth house. Neptune in Pisces in the second house. And Pluto in Aquarius in the first house. With the week starting with the Moon in Cancer in the seventh house, let's review those things. The Moon, emotions, how you express yourself, intuition. It rules the sign of Cancer, and the Moon represents the feminine side of one's personality. The seventh house. Seventh house is partnerships, businesses, and personal type of partnerships, and how one approaches relationships and cares for them. This includes how you manage your enemy relations too. All right. Cancer is the cardinal water sign. What is cardinal, you ask? Cardinal, ambitious, self starter, leader. Okay, those are keywords for cardinal. And they may not actually see things all the way through. They love to get things started, but they may not get it done. All right. And then the water sign. Those are our sensitive folks. Sensitivity, they're intuitive, they're emotional, and they have a lot of empathy for others. So here we go. All right. That is Cancer, cardinal, water sign. We have some interesting events this week in history. And just a reminder to my listeners out there, Sunday, May 12th is Mother's Day. So don't forget your moms, all right? Stepmoms, aunts who may have raised you, grandmas who may have raised you. Those people are all supposed to be recognized and appreciated on May 12th. So if you're without a mom, you can always send a little extra love to your aunt or grandma. All right, May 12th, 16 years ago, the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement conducted the largest ever raid of a workplace, arresting nearly 400 immigrants for identity thefts and document fraud. Looking at what's been happening on our southern border recently, I suspect something like this is going to happen again in the near future. Mark my words. I think it'd be interesting to look at my charts and see when this may happen. I just wish I had more time to do so. But yeah, I mean, it happened before, it'll happen again. History repeats itself, does it not? It does. At least that's what we've all been taught. History repeats itself. Let's hope some things don't, though. I mean, we don't need another Holocaust or anything like that. So we'll leave that at that. Insights for this week for everybody. All right. Let's get into what we're all really here for. Let me share with you what this week holds for all of us. With energy and vitality in the air, people may seem to be competing for the center of attention, but somehow manage to share the spotlight cooperatively. So this is nice. Everybody's going to get along this week. It's a big switch from last week, huh? May 16th, the Sun conjunct Jupiter leaves us all feeling a little bit more enthusiastic and optimistic than usual. But by the 17th, Mercury squares Pluto, and we're tired of superficial nonsense and lose patience with people who do not look at the root causes of issues. I mean, okay, just look what we're talking about here: immigrants, the border, identity theft, document frauds. So, it's astrology just amazes me how it just all comes together and it paints a big picture and kind of puts a nice little envelope around it. So, anyhow, that's how I feel about all this. All right. For all of us on May 18th, Mars square the moon, leaving us irritable, impatient, and prone to rushing things. My advice, take a deep breath and slow down. I could take a little bit of my own advice on that. Anyhow, that's it for everybody. Let's get on to our favorite folks, you crazy Geminis out there. All right, Geminis. Venus squares Jupiter, May 12th, 2024. This is a time when it's difficult to stay within budget or on a diet. You have a tendency to splurge. So, go ahead, go enjoy yourself. Make it comfortable and enjoy a little bit of luxury. Um, yeah, it's a good time for a party. Just don't overdo it, right? On the 13th, Mercury sextile Mars, you're eager to discuss your thoughts and plans with others at this time, and you may have a very fruitful brainstorming session. I could use that, maybe a little twist to this whole podcast and everything I've got going on with the podcast and the website and stuff. Anyhow, give me a little feedback. I don't mind. May 15th, Mercury conjunct Venus, thoughts of love and appreciation of the beauty in your life come to the fore. A couple weeks ago, I remember talking about making your environment a comfortable, pretty place that you enjoy. And look, here it comes. You're now appreciating the work that you did a couple weeks ago. If you listened to me and followed, the suggestions that are given here. Anyhow, so here we go. And then May 17th, Mercury trine Neptune. You're inspired creatively and artistically at this time. Your imagination, intuition, and psyche are high right now. So go listen to some music. Go daydream, fantasize about, you know, uh, what you would do if you won the lottery. And then concentrate on some practical matters and just keep enjoying all your work that you've done over this. This seems like a really good week for you Geminis out there anyhow. Now you may wonder how I come up with my system of an astrological forecast for everyone all lumped together, but yeah, it's my trade secret and I'm not going to share it because otherwise everybody would be doing it. And nope, I've got my ways of doing things and other people have theirs, and I think if I look back over at my former podcasts in the last couple weeks up to now, how they come together, we're on to something. Definitely onto something. If you want a specific one just for you, an individual natal or a forecast interpretation of your birth chart, specifically just for you, I will be offering them soon. And when I'm ready to offer that service, I will announce it here and on social media. So keep visiting us eventually, and we'll have it posted. We are on Spotify podcasts, YouTube podcasts. We have Facebook group page. The page seems to have a bit more activity than the group, of course. And we also have a website, totalgemini.com. Come check us out. And again, thanks for watching or listening, and we'll catch you next week. Later.